Camera. Hello, Badger. We're a bit blurry.
I think you want that. I think you want it cleaned.
But let's just clean the lens. It's there, isn't it?
No, it's not that.
Where is it?
You're on your back camera. That's a reflection in the telly.
Let's swap it round.
There we go.
Get the camera facing the right way.
Yes.
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Good evening. Welcome, YouTube and TikTok. How are we all doing? It's good to see so many of you in there, all two of you.
Yay!
Hello, Mike.
Hello there.
So, yeah, I hope you're feeling better, Mike. I know you've had an illness. You've been ill for a week.
Yeah, I've had that novavirus.
Yeah.
Is it norovirus or something like that?
Good evening, Appydroid. How are you doing?
Appydroid. Great to see you in. Good to see you in.
We're going to be using the Mindwave equipment, attempting the PSI method.
Good evening, Babsy. Good evening, PSI double act.
Hello, Tina. Hello, Babs. Hello, Jack. Badger.
Hello, Badger. Hi, Jack.
So we have got the equipment as we're going to be doing it tonight. And we're going to have the MicroPod Rev 2 running at the same time,
yes.
Which is another one of Appydroid's bits of kit. It is not a REM pod. It detects static and EM fields from static.
Yeah, it does it, and it does it really well as well. And if that goes off, you know there's something weird afoot.
Because all the other equipment does not trigger this. So something must be triggering it. So it's pretty cool.
Char.
If you want one of these, contact Appydroid. He's on the live there on
Absolutely.
YouTube.
Yeah. Just get in touch. Hi, Linda. Great to see you in there. Hello, Lisa Kelly.
So yeah, before we start, we're just letting the lives populate a bit. We're seeing who's in. So am I all right to try this experiment? You can have a go after me if you want. We don't do it for too long.
Yeah, excellent.
So this is...
Yeah, excellent. It's your turn anyway, isn't it?
I can't remember. So this is going to be using a headset, a VR headset, what Appydroid sent us for the Mindwave. I'll give you a bit of information about it because he has printed it all and put a label on the front.
Brilliant.
So I might sound a bit intelligent. That's why I had to tell you, because hey, Mark's gone a bit off. The left and the right side of the brain is stimulated at different rates by using both audible and visual frequency. 110 hertz on the left, 116 hertz on the right. This is true for the binaural and audio and light visuals. He's saying it's going to bring the brain frequency down to 4 to 7 cycles per second, very similar to REM sleep.
Yeah, I think that sounds like it's producing like the alpha state or getting very close to
me falling asleep.
Yeah.
So he's saying this is also said to invoke powerful manifestations of thoughts and vision. This makes the experiment unique to the sensory deprivation technique. And I do believe, I think most people have a smartphone nowadays, touch screen and everything. You can get the app. If you go in the Play Store and search Appydroid development, you will see the app, which is called the Mindwave, I believe. If I'm wrong, Appydroid will correct me. So it's a free download. You put it on your phone and you slot your phone into a VR headset, like or similar to this.
And then you've got the PSI method. Hi, Tracy. Great to see you in.
I have been looking at the frequency of the strobe.
Right.
And it is almost identical to what we use. So it's very, very close to the PSI method.
One. Yeah, good.
I have been checking it.
Yeah, very good.
So I think we're just going to set the MicroPod. It's very, very fine, isn't it? There, it's just gone off.
Very tunable. Yeah.
So I just test that by putting it near some electrical. Yeah. Something with a plug.
Something with a plug.
And you got one down there.
Let's try it against here. Oh, hell on.
Yeah, that's where I can.
Good grief, yeah, that's working.
So that's where I can. We'll have that set at the side next to me. Appydroid development setting up Mindwave. I'll be adding more experiments like the Ganzfeld to the app. Yeah.
Sorry.
But I'll. Yeah, sensitive.
There we go.
Spot on.
Yeah, spot on.
So yeah, Appydroid. I've got the details to the strobe we've been using for the last years, and it'd be cool if you could obviously replicate that on your app as well. Do you know what I mean? And then it could be called. You could add the PSI method to the rest of your apps.
Yay!
Or to the Mindwave.
Toby Ann.
Hello.
Hello there. Great to see you in. Great to see you in.
Hello, Smack. Who else we got? So shall I whip it out, Tony?
Not that. Shall I whip it out? Honestly. Where can I put that?
Open it from the end of the-
There we go. So don't forget, guys, you can find us on Facebook. Everything's backwards here. But I'm sure you'll work it out. Facebook,
Yes.
Discord, you've got a request to join the Discord, which I recommend. It's an absolutely brilliant forum for PSI. There's lots on it. There's absolutely tons on it. Visit it, check it out, see for yourself and see if you want to stay. That's fair, isn't it?
Yeah, you can put your own stuff on there as well. There's a section for that. And there's a section for just about everything. Not everything's paranormal on there, but most of it is. So this is the headset, the VR goggles, what Appydroid sent us.
Yeah, check it out.
I don't think you can see is that kind of lasered on the Mindwave. And in front, he has put, I don't know if we've shown this before. So we're not using our mobile phone. He built a device.
It's a bespoke device which is round about the size of an Android phone,
Yeah.
which generates white noise and also the strobing, the red strobing effect. So it's all in one unit.
And the sound comes from this as well. I have put like a white sticker across the front of this one just to dull it a bit because I do have sensitive eyes, but that's just personal choice. Tony might want to take it off. But he's built the unit so we don't have to use our mobile phone. Look, you just plug the headset. It's got the SD card, the on and off switch, and obviously the buttons to control. We can listen to different recordings of white noise.
It's got white noise, brown noise, and it's also got wind noise. It's got water, trickling water, which I really like. It's kind of got all sorts in there. It's a cool little thing. It really is.
So what you would do, you'd download Appydroid's app, the Mindwave app, onto your phone, and this is replacing our phone. You'd put your phone in the goggles just there, and you'd close it up. I'm not going to close it now because I need to turn it on and get the right sound, obviously.
Get the headphones in and
close it up, and Bob's your auntie, and that's it. You just put it on. All you got to do is plug your headphones in. You want noise cancelling headphones as well, or as Tony said before, if you're linking it to your mobile phone, you can use earbuds, wireless earbuds, then put some ear defenders over them.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely perfect.
So,
but what a nice little compact unit that's turned out to be.
Yeah, it saved us a lot of trouble carrying all the equipment. If any of you lot are interested in this, contact Appydroid. At the minute, is on YouTube. You can go over to YouTube channel and just search Appydroid development.
Just check out the comments in YouTube. We just seen one about AliExpress at the bottom.
You're going to be in the woods soon for an investigation and another live chat probably this week. Oh, right. And you can use any VR. No need to spend £55
on AliExpress.
I know,
absolutely not.
I know what you're saying. Was it Ghost Tech or something like that develops equipment that there was charging £55 for an £8 set of VR goggles. There wasn't these ones, but there was similar. And you can get these yourself off eBay from anywhere around a tenner. Ghost Tube, sorry, he's corrected me. It was Ghost Tube, not Ghost Tech. Sorry, I do apologise, Ghost Tech. So it was Ghost Tube who were clearly ripping people off, and Appydroid is not happy about that, and I can understand why. This experiment is to research the paranormal field, not to make money off people. You know, obviously you've got to charge people for your time for building equipment and for parts, but
I don't know what a pound is. A pound is a dollar to you.
$1.50 maybe.
Yeah.
So please find Appydroid development on YouTube and just send him a message or comment on one of his videos, and he can explain a hell of a lot better than what we can, because he developed them.
I think that's Toby Ann's attempt at humour there. Oh my, I don't know what a pound is. Sounds heavy.
Have you? Oh, there's your headphones.
Don't worry, guys. She's here all week.
So we're just going to find the right track before we put them in the VR goggles, and then we're going to get on with it. I'll have a go. I'm not going to go for long, and then Tony can have a go, and we're going to take notes and see what happens. We've got to warn everybody: if you suffer with any kind of seizures or fits, do not watch this experiment.
Well, that's the good thing about it, is they're not going to be able to see it. Only you. So we don't even have to dim the lights.
No.
You know what I mean, boy?
Yeah, I'm just thinking if any light gets in underneath, but it should be all right, shouldn't it?
Yeah. We'll just have to have a try, but I'm sure that'll be.
You've got to put that warning out there.
Jolly good.
If anybody suffers with anything, just let me find this track.
I'm sure it'll be jolly good. Jolly good. While Mark's bimbling around with that, I'm going to ask how you lot are. Have you had a good week? I cannot believe it's Sunday again, and of course next Sunday is going to be Easter Sunday, and hopefully, Tracy.
You've got an on and off switch on here.
Yeah, put them on the right way.
I thought it's not working.
That's it.
Where's the switch?
That's right. They go on that way, and the switch is the middle one. Right there. Yeah. And keep it pressed till you hear a beep. There it is.
Helps if you turn them on, doesn't it?
Yeah. So Tracy should be here next Sunday for the live as well, which is pretty good. It's going to be pretty good. So we'll maybe get Tracy. Would you like to do this? Would you like to do this experiment? It's completely up to you. It's completely up to you.
Just going through them all.
No, it is weird, you know. Just sat here even listening.
Got it.
You got it. Well, you can't hear me anyway. I don't know why I'm talking to him. You can't even hear the sound that's being produced in those headphones. It's they're so damn tight and noise cancelling and this, that, and the other. It's what's going on here? Just arrived. Hello, Claire Walker. We're doing the PSI method. If you know anything about sensory deprivation experiments, this is a take on one that we call the PSI method, because we it's not the Gansfeld. We have kind of like altered it to be.
Yeah, it's a that shape. I'm trying not to trap it.
Right.
Fella.
Yeah, I've got it. I have got it.
Because the 3.5mm plug on this headset is an actual like L shape. So Tony's just working his magic. Try not to bend the S-box. I've repaired. What was that? Bend the S. I've repaired to the piece. It's so thin. The radio chip breaks off the solder pads. Yeah, try not to bend that box, you're saying.
Oh, right, okay. Right, we'll maybe do it the way you had it. If we push it all the way, we haven't. GC. This is all what like development is about. It's just finding.
We haven't tried these headphones in it before.
No, that's right.
That's what it is. They're a bit of a tight fit with a 3.5mm connection.
But I'm sure we'll get there. All we have to do is line it up really properly.
I should have reshaped that a little bit, maybe, but that's our fault. We're only testing them tonight. We haven't tested them properly.
Oh, once everything is lined up, it lines up beautifully. Look at that. Yeah, excellent. Oh, I can tell that's going to be good already.
Changed track.
Has it?
Yeah, you've changed track. Buttons are there, look.
All right, okay. I've just got to get the middle button. There, I can see it. And I'll get something thin enough to go in.
So if you're going to use a headset like this, try and get one what's got the 3.5.
Just listen for the... Is that it?
Next. 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 That's it. So that is white noise. That's all I can hear. That is really loud when I've got that headset on. Can you hear that on TikTok?
And Trace is doing it next week, this experiment.
The S-Box Ghost Box. Oh, and that, the S-Box Ghost Box. Try not to bend it. What do you mean? The Ghost Box you sent? Don't bend the Ghost Box. Or bang it, did you say? Right, I'll stick these on. Tony's going to take notes as I do this.
Jar.
If we miss some comments, we'll come back to them.
I've got to show you that. That looks really cool. That's the effect you get on the inside. That's the strobing effect. And that is showing up really well in there. I can see it on the TikTok stream as well. Yeah. So you've heard the white noise. You've seen the strobing effect. And there you go. Mark, remember, I'll just say that when you talk, just talk in your normal voice, because you generally shout when you... Yeah. Oh, hang on. There you go.
So just for the record as well, I do this with my eyes open, as they did in the Gansfeld. I know some people do it with their eyes closed.
You might just have to shuffle around to get it properly around your ears.
Start the clock.
Right, so we're all set and we are at 8:20. So there we go. So you can actually see us doing this in proper full lighting conditions, which is pretty cool. So it's the 24th.
This is really, really weird. This strobe is having kind of a different effect. I'm seeing what I can only describe as star constellations, very tiny, and maybe there's like blue dots lining up like a star constellation. It keeps moving.
Claire, no, it's not. This is a sensory deprivation experiment where we open ourselves up. We've got the white noise in the ears, we've got a red strobe in our eyes, and it kind of batters your senses into accepting that that's all there is. So they kind of shut down in a weird sense, and then your other senses take over, and you get these ideas and these images and sounds like generated in your mind's eye, and all you've got to do is, once those images are there and they're growing, you just speak it out what it is, and whatever
So
words
I'm
come to you as
seeing
well.
purple in the red light. It could be my eyes kind of altering.
So if anybody has any questions you'd like me to ask Mark while he's in this state, while he's undergoing this experiment, then, you know, fire away. We had some great responses the last time we did this, 2 weeks ago, the last time we did this. The more senses you turn off, the more you can focus on what's turned on. Yeah, that's a great way of putting it, Toby. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But Mark's sat there in his own little world at the moment. It is actually nice for once to have a proper light on so I can properly see what I'm writing.
Keep seeing like black waves coming over me. A tingling sensation in my left hand fingers. There's
like binaural sounds.
Female voice mumbling. I can't make out what she's saying.
Okay, and of course, for all of you who've seen us doing the PSI method earlier, it is intriguing, Claire. Yeah. It's a good experiment. It's a good paranormal experiment to do. I'm sorry I'm late on here. Bimble with Bruce. That's all right. Don't worry about it. Hey, Bimble. Yeah, it's based on it, but using.
I was seeing. At first, I thought it was a spire or like a dome on top of a building, but the more I'm trying to look at it, it's like a diamond. Diamond's just kind of hovering. It's weird. It's like fire beneath the diamond, as if this diamond's hovering above trees. Rendlesham.
Rendlesham Forest. Like on The Sims. Oh, that diamond. Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
I'm smelling gas.
So am I.
Hear dogs barking. Military. Stop.
Yeah, keep tapping those screens, guys. Don't forget. Tap, tap, tap away.
Heat. It's very hot. It's like swirling around this object.
I just catch up on some of these. Cozy Red Mirror experiment is one I've been looking into. Very interesting. You know, it's almost like that without the mirror. Spookfest says I put the video on the Discord. Excellent. Go check out the Discord, people. If you go to Discord and search for us, it should be. Oh, yeah. Just search for us on there.
Dude, are you moving?
Yeah, I was moving.
Three.
Got to remember to stay still.
3 figures. I can only see there's like silhouette in the light.
AMs. Yeah, both fine, thank you. How are you?
Just aware of like a face and his eyes looking. Summers. It's like daylight. It's lighting up the forest like the sun. The heat.
Any emotions, fear or joy? Mark, I'm communicating to Mark's subconscious mind. I'm communicating with Mark's subconscious mind now. Are you aware of any emotions? Are you aware of the emotions of fear or joy at the moment? MG says, all good, started the gym yesterday, went again today, and I've lost 4 pounds. Well done.
I'm going to stop.
What? Well, that was short and sweet.
Just wait for my eyes to go back to normal.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Weird.
It is weird. That's the whole thing about this experiment.
That strobe is slightly different to ours. I can see the difference.
What is it? Like a difference that you're just seeing, or can you mean you can feel the difference?
Both.
Right. Okay.
That one's more intense than
Right.
ours, but you won't change the battery in yours for about 2 years.
Well, it doesn't get much brighter, to be honest. You know, it's just that we are used to that, which is a proper low power strobe, and
that's bearable. It's good.
Yeah, brilliant.
It's bearable. When you put it on, you're aware. You can see the inside of the mask. It's like a TV screen, so you can see the square, but you can see the strobe, the lights in it. Once you start, obviously I have my eyes open. If you just, like when you stare, you kind of go into like a little bit of a trance.
Yeah.
That's that happening, and you just see past all that, and then these things just start coming at you.
Raw, it's paranormal. Is that red strobing in a VR headset? It is. It is. We're doing the PSI method this evening.
Using the Mindwave.
Yeah, trying out some new equipment that's been, some experimental equipment that's been built for us and sent to us by Appydroid. And Appydroid is in the comments on YouTube at the moment. If you want any of this stuff, which is absolutely brilliant, Mark can explain it better than I can, then drop Appydroid a message. I'm sure he'll be able to accommodate him. Yeah.
If you go into the Play Store on your mobile phones and search Appydroid development,
that's
his apps will come up. It is the Mindwave app, which is a free download. Put it onto your phone, and then you get yourself a headset, and you can just put your phone in that, and you'll get the same strobing effect like this.
It's all very good.
Weird.
Yeah, it's Appydroid. It's APPY Appydroid. Appydroid. Appydroid.
Double P, Appy. I know my whole accent is very bad, but it is Appy, not happy. So yeah, I mean that. How long was I doing that for? That felt like.
How long do you think?
10 minutes.
Roughly there, you were doing that for 13 minutes, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Shall we quickly go through what you were saying?
Well, I come out at the end because I felt as though I was trapped. That felt weird.
Right.
As I couldn't move, I couldn't get out. I was in something. I was trapped, and I'm very claustrophobic anyway, so I didn't like it. So I said, "All right, I'm coming out."
Well, there we go.
I don't normally get that with that experiment, but I did that time. I was in a small box room with nothing. It was just like silver walls.
Is that the first time you've ever felt like you were in bondage?
Not the first time I've been in bondage. It's the first time I felt it on that experiment. Yeah.
What's fine?
Sorry, Appydroid said just take a minute to readjust the
Changing
eye
the subject.
because each eye flashes at different rates. It's a bit more intense than the regular strobe.
Yes.
It is, because this is a unit on its own. This isn't on our mobile phone. It's a unit Appydroid built for us.
Yes.
So it's a standalone kind of thing, but you can get it for your mobiles. And it is a bit more intense, this unit.
Absolutely. Clive, great to see you in. Great to see you in the TikTok live. Right, so let's quickly go through. Well, we're starting the experiment with you at 8:20. And really quickly, you said, I'm seeing constellations, like blue dots. It's like the movie.
Yeah, that was weird. At first, I thought that was my eyes adjusting. But the more I was trying to look at it, I could see these constellation there, then one there, then it appear there, then there. But there was different ones, not the same constellation. But it'll be fun. I want to say fun. Good to see if you experience the same thing.
Right. We'll see.
It was weird.
We'll see.
It was like almost like a constellation map.
Right. Interesting stuff. 8:22. There's purple in the red light. It could be my eyes altering.
Yeah.
I'm seeing black waves coming over me.
Just coming in like this. Not as if I'm going to get knocked over, but just.
That sounds like that. Like that actually could be a visualization of your internal brain frequency actually starting to alter.
Right.
And you were seeing it in your vision.
Yeah, because this strobe is different frequency to ours, so it's different. But
then he said, sorry.
Go on.
There's a tingling sensation in my fingers in my left hand.
Yeah. It's getting tingling.
Right. Okay. 8:24. I hear a female voice mumbling.
Yeah.
I can't work out what she's saying.
I couldn't make it out at all. But I knew it was female.
8:26. I'm seeing a spire or dome, and the more I look at it, the more it's like a diamond. It's like a diamond just hovering.
Yeah, at first I thought it was a rooftop. You know, when you get these domes on churches or something.
Yes.
I was aware that was woodland around, and I was looking at the top of the wood. You know, the tree line.
Right.
Not the bottom, but the top end, and there was like this shape, like a diamond, which is weird. When I go like that, I should have gone like that, upside down, because it was like weird diamondy shit. I can't do it with my hands.
Yeah. And then he said it's like fire beneath the diamond, as if the diamond is hovering above trees. I've got something interesting to say about that.
I know I said Rendlesham. I don't know why, but I am aware of UFOs in the sky over Rendlesham Forest. But I don't know why I was saying it. It was just there.
Well, do you know, I told you Lynn and Andy were down here. Lynn's my sister, by the way. But I told you Lynn and Andy were down here earlier.
Right.
You'll never guess what we were talking about.
Go on, Rendlesham.
No, the Travis Walton story, Fire in the Sky.
Was it?
Yeah. With the UFO, and it was like they were looking up at it as if the bloody sky was on fire. That's hence the title, Fire in the Sky.
This was more underneath it.
All right.
And there was, it was like bright orangey yellow flames.
Right.
But I don't know if that was the trees on fire.
Right. Out of all the things we could have talked about and all the things you could have come out with tonight, I just think that's a little bit odd. Anyway, I'm smelling gas.
Yeah, I could smell gas. not fire gas, but like, you know, when you leave your cooker on, but you don't
Yes.
you don't ignite it. That sort of smell.
Do you know that's an added smell? The company put that smell in because natural gas, you can't smell it.
Yeah.
So they put it in
So
as a
don't blow
safety
yourself
feature.
up.
Yeah. Funnily enough, I can hear dogs barking.
Yeah. And I was seeing Alsatians. You know, and I'm doing that because that's what the mouse were doing.
They don't call them land sharks for no reason.
It was like that. Yeah. There was a few, maybe 3 or 4 of them, just giving it all that.
Right.
There were soldiers.
Yeah, well, at 8:28, you say military.
Yeah.
Stop. Heat. It's very hot.
It just words that was coming in. Just one word, stop. That's why I said it. Don't know why it come in. It was just there in the white noise.
Well, you know as well as I do that in this experiment, if you get a word coming in your head, you just
say it. That's how I said it.
Yeah. Hi, Amanda. Great to see you in. 8:28, it's like swirling around this object.
Yeah.
Right.
The object wasn't moving as such. It was something underneath. I was aware of it swirling, like an energy.
And then you say moving. Yes. At 8:30, you say there's 3 figures. I can only see the silhouettes in the light.
Yeah, it was bright, very bright light. Almost as if the sun was there. That bright. Like
a face and the eyes looking.
Yeah, 2 big eyes. And it was green.
At that point, you were shaking your head. You started shaking your head.
Did I?
Yeah. And then he said,
I don't know why.
At 8:31, he said, Summers.
Did I? Is that a name?
Mm-hmm. Well, Summers, yeah, it's Andy Summers, like from the drummer from the Police.
Right.
So it is a name. It's a surname, yeah.
Maybe we can do some research on this.
At 8:32, you say, like daylight, it lighting up the forest.
Yeah.
Like the sun.
Very, very bright.
And the heat.
The heat coming from this object. You just won't be able to get close to it. It was one of them objects you would burn. That's how it felt. I was obviously seeing it in distance, but it wasn't that far away, if you know what I mean.
8:33. Someone had thrown a question up in the TikTok live. Are you aware of any emotions, fear or joy? And then you were quiet, and then after 13 minutes you said, right, I'm going to stop now.
I wasn't aware of emotion as such. If anything, I would have said caution. Caution. Because these soldiers were armed.
I know there was. And I'm damned if I can think of the name. There was a story, a UFO story from the States. I think it was around about the 80s or something like that, where 2 ladies in a car, and they had a youngster in the back, a young girl. They were driving along this road one night, and they actually saw a diamond-shaped object hovering above some trees, and with like this jet of fire coming from underneath it.
Really?
And and then they actually successfully sued the government because they got radiation bans and this and the other.
So it was the government testing the craft?
Oh, God knows. But there were 7 or 8 black helicopters there as well.
Experimental aircraft, not UFO as such, but more military then.
Yeah.
This is weird.
And it was a double-barreled. The case has a double-barreled name with it, but I cannot. Oh, it's there, but I just bring it forward.
It's weird. I mean, we've linked with things before what we could only explain as being some sort of psychic, spiritual link, but this, I don't know where it was coming from.
Right.
I honestly don't know. I don't know if I was accessing maybe old memories, because I have heard of the Rendlesham Forest UFO. So am I accessing that in my head, or is it coming from somewhere else?
Alexa, are there any accounts of diamond-shaped UFOs?
This might answer your question. Euphon singularizes are real.
Thanks for that.
I'll just catch up on a few of these.
I don't know what that
I
meant.
felt very weird at the first Estes method I did. Yeah, I know a lot of people use the Estes method, but we think this method is 100%
Just superior.
there's a lot of faults with the Estes method, and we won't go through that tonight. And I know it upsets a few people when we talk about it. Can we remote view things? Who knows? He also noticed you moved. The only way I can describe that is it's almost seeing a silhouette of someone moving, even though you can't see anything. Yeah. You had a few EEGs when I was younger. I prefer the original PSI method. I don't think it makes any difference to you a lot, does it, if you're just watching? Because this is an all-in-one. This is like obviously the PSI method, but using the Mindwave.
Yeah.
It's still the same thing. It's just all in one. Because we have the mask on in the PSI method, the headphones which we have on, just that the sound and the strobe are built into this, and we can't see.
Yeah.
It's the same thing basically. It's maybe because we have the lights off. We'll maybe do that next time and put a red light on so they get that effect. It's maybe the creepy effect.
It is, or maybe still put the strobe on. There's nothing to stop us doing that.
Different state of mind when doing this, almost taking shrooms.
Shrooms.
Waking dream, almost that REM state, if you like. I can hear dogs barking, but my neighbours have a puppy. I wasn't thinking Ann Summers. It is much more than the Estes method. It's the dark room. You love it. Yeah. Well, we'll just turn the big light off. Then it's only because when I had this on, then it's dark. I can't see a thing. I can't see any of the light from the light bulb. I can only see the red.
I've just got to have a quick look for that.
And we'll let Tony have a go in a second.
For that thing in America, yeah.
How long, Appydroid, does the battery last in this? Am I okay leaving it on like that so I don't have to open it? And I did that micro pod go off? No. So yeah, people who come to visit us are welcome to try this method. As long as your health is okay and you're okay with flashing strobe lights, you're quite welcome to have a go. You can try this one. You can try the old type style we use with just the face mask and the separate bits of equipment.
Do you know what? It's just come to me.
What?
I think I've only just started looking, and I'm looking at most credible modern UFO sightings in history. But the name has just come to me. It's the Cache Landrum.
Cache Landrum.
The Cache Landstrom. The Cache Landrum UFO encounter. And let's just see if I can search for that. I think I've got the names right.
No, this was Rendlesham because I got the name just jumped out. So I said it.
Right.
How far is that from here, Rendlesham?
Oh, God.
It sounds like a giraffe.
Yeah, it is. That'd be about 4.5 hour drive away, something like that.
Right. Can anybody live up there, Rendlesham? Can you? I don't suppose you want to go visit on a night and film, do you? Oh, he's saying the battery will last about 12 hours, but the track is only an hour long.
It's the Cache Landrum incident. Right, okay.
Cache Landrum.
Cache Landrum. And I should have some pictures coming up of the Cache Landrum UFO.
It's in Suffolk, Mike says.
In Suffolk, yeah.
Right. Is that near Rendlesham? Did that happen round about the same time?
I don't know, but that is the Cache Landrum UFO.
Yeah, it was almost that shape, but it wasn't dark. It was almost as if it was made of light.
That's just one rendition of it.
It was just
one rendition.
Imagine it that shape, but as a pure light in the sky. That's what I saw.
That's another rendition of it.
Oh yeah, that looks more like it.
Yeah. That's immediately what I thought of, but I couldn't remember the name. I'll show this to the camera in a minute. This is the you're looking up yourself. It's the Cash Landrum
Cash Landrum. Look at it, guys.
incident.
Check it out on Google. Oh, Ian's saying Rendlesham is in the arse end of nowhere. Oh, Mike is saying the Rendlesham UFO was diamond shaped.
Yes, yeah, it was.
Right.
Yeah, it was. It was supposed to be. It was supposed to be. But this is the one that, with your description there, this just immediately jumped to mind. Right, okay. That's an artist's impression of the Cash Landrum UFO.
Yeah.
Right.
Very similar, apart from the top and bottom were more pointy, what I saw.
So, there we go.
And there was fire at the bottom. And that's what I said. I didn't know if it was the trees on fire.
But look it up yourselves, guys.
I'm gonna
Cash Landrum.
I'm gonna let you sit here because this track might run out.
Oh, Fanny Schmeller says no, it wasn't. It was triangular with a dome on top.
Was it? Oh, I'm just saying what Mike said. But what I saw then was more diamondy-ish sort of shape like that.
Yeah. The 1980s Cash Landrum UFO case. Very, very compelling. Very compelling.
Now there'll be a sighting over Hull. Well, we don't know, right? We don't know if I'm accessing some kind of memory, because obviously I have heard about the Rendlesham incident. Am I accessing it by using this device? I don't know I'm doing that. Or am I linking into something else? This is what we're trying to figure out.
Michael says the Calvine incident UFO was a diamond shape. And Claire Walker says, I found my tribe.
Right. I'll let you sit here then. I'll take notes. Callum wants the big light off because he prefers it in the dark.
All right, yeah, well, we can do that. We'll just reduce the illumination of the hero.
Oh, this is a bit weird to sit on.
That's what she said.
Tony!
Was?
What's the date?
24th.
Why was I going to put 92 then?
I've not. I think because you're mad. Because you're a madman.
That strobe scrambled my brain, isn't it? So if you like this kind of thing, you can download the app for free if you go onto the app Play Store and search Appydroid Development, which is spelled APPY Development, one word. I think, is it one word? I'll be corrected. And it's called the
Mindwave?
Yeah. It's the Mindwave app, which is a free download, and you'll get the lights, what you can put on your phone, and you can put your phone in this VR headset. You can buy one for a tenner, a headset off eBay.
Wunderbar. Oh, I tell you what, charity shops are full of these things. So you might pick one up. I've often thought about buying one or a couple, but I thought, well, what do I want them for? Because we've got the Oculus things, haven't we, anyway? But I thought, well, if I didn't have one, I'd get one of those, but I don't need one. But I'm going to start seeing them in charity shops now. I'm going to start buying a couple. Yeah. Claire Walker, if you found your tribe, find us on Discord. You got a request to kind of join it.
Discord is 24/7. There's always somebody in there.
Absolutely, and there's lots of little niches in it as well. It's fantastic. It's brilliant. It's really good.
Come on, Tony, get the headset on.
All come and see on. Right, just make sure that's the right way around. Oh, good grief! There we go.
It's a bit more intense, the strobe, but it's all right. It's manageable.
You see, this is how development happens, isn't it? This is how development happens, and I've just had an idea. What about, right, Appydroid? Just a thought, just an idea. Bluetooth stage earpods, because of
but you still want like ear defenders though.
Oh yeah,
To cover,
absolutely.
so you can't hear anything else.
Yeah, it's only because of this, because I've just taken the bloody knot out of it.
Yeah,
This, that, and the other. It's cable, yuck. Bluetooth.
Stick that on first. The headset.
Oh, all right, Hitler. Bloody hell.
You're a weird guy, Spookfest, Mike is sorry, Badger is saying. Raiders have lost that back, loves the Discord. So we'll see if Tony does this, and
Oh wow, I like this already. Yeah.
It's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's still got the sound.
I will have when I turn the headphones on.
Or it should have been on.
There we go. Yeah, great. Okay. Right. We're going in. Excuse me.
So start at 8:57. This is all experimental. This is what PSI is about. We try these just to see what happens, basically, so you guys don't have to. But if you want to, like I said, you can get your own free download on your mobile phone. Just research Appydroid development on the Play Store and look for the Mindwave app, which is free to download. If you have any more questions, feel free to contact Appydroid. He is on YouTube. It's APPY Droid. Appydroid Development. Tony thinks he's at the dentist. It's going to take a few minutes for Tony to adjust. He may see the same shapes I did, and then we'll know if it's the eyes adjusting.
Do you know, through the sound of this white noise, I can literally hear my own heartbeat slowing down.
Alexa, turn light red.
Okay.
Hey. Hello.
Hello, who's there? Who is it? Pocket watch, hello. Is there anyone with Tony in spirit that can communicate with us? So if you're on TikTok, please keep tapping the screen. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button. Just keep clicking it, keep pressing it. if you've just come in on the live, this is the PSI method, and we are using the Mindwave equipment by Appydroid development. You believe we are onto something? Yeah. I mean, we've been doing this for nearly 13 years. This particular experiment. Five minutes now.
I've just been, this is weird. I've just been shown one singular word, and I don't know what's going on in the world at the moment, but I've just been shown the name of the, if it is a country, Namibia. Is it Nimibia? Namibia? Is that a place?
Alexa,
First stage.
Here we go.
Alexa, go to home screen. Namibia is in South Africa. Somebody just informed us over on TikTok. So this could take a few minutes for Tony to kind of settle into properly. He's been now under the strobe, under the method for 7 minutes.
Yes, definitely.
What is yes, definitely? Does anybody on the social media platforms have any questions you want me to ask while Tony's in this state? I don't know if Tony's fell asleep. Ask about things
I
that
feel like my whole body's pulsing.
Callum's saying ask about.
I've just heard a voice say, excuse me. I've just heard a voice say, there is no destination.
Is this related to what was happening with me? Just a thought. It's all about the journey and the friends we make along the way. It's certainly easy. And Babsy's saying on TikTok that next Sunday is a live giveaway on YouTube and TikTok. So be here next Sunday when we give away a prize to a VIP member or a top gifter. And that will be sent to you free. Everything's free. We'll send it to you. I don't even know what it is. Babs will tell us through the week. To be honest, Tony's breathing sounds like it's slowed right down. Hello, Ray. How are you doing?
That almost feels like there's just been an icy blast of air over the bottom of my legs, over my feet.
So Tony is being under 13 minutes now, the same length of time I did it.
And you know, that's the weirdest thing, and I don't know how I know, but you know, during this experiment, you feel like you're touched right on your hands or your head or something like that. I feel like there's something who wants to touch to see if I'm real, but they don't do it.
I'm glad you're okay, Ray. Yeah, we're good. We're just trying the PSI method. It's
But I was stood at the side of a pond in a back garden, and it was just someone's back garden, and it was really sunny, and it's really sunny. And there's this little girl sat beside her pond, she blonde hair, and she's scribbling in a book. She's crayoning in a book, and it was as if she looked up and saw me, and that made her jump, and she ran inside. My face has just been touched on the right hand side.
So yeah, for those just joining, this experiment is the PSI method. We're using the Mindwave equipment from Appydroid. It is kind of an ESP experiment. I think Tony said the girl was scribbling in a book with crayons. So,
and I can hear muffled music all around now. It's as if it's just like I'm sat somewhere else, just in this chair. And if I took these ear defenders off, I'd be able to hear the music playing, but I can hear it outside. It's quite loud.
I can't ask Tony to describe the girl. He can't hear
I
me.
can even tell you what the song is. It's One of These Days by Foo Fighters.
Tony's got noise cancelling headphones on and he's listening to white noise, and he's got the red strobe flashing in his eyes inside the VR set. He can't hear a word I'm saying. Is he astral travelling? I'm not sure.
I'm getting that cold draft again on my feet. While the rest of me is really warm.
So it's been 17 minutes now. If you research Appydroid development on your Play Store, you'll get the app. What enables
And
you?
the sound's just changed. It's almost as if I'm listening to really rattly, badly maintained, janky machinery.
If you're just coming in and wondering what's gone on after this live, please watch it back and it'll all make sense.
And you know what? It's in a tunnel. Because I can hear like water dropping. And it's that really, there's nothing else that sounds like it. It's that sound of water dropping into puddles in a tunnel. But there's lots of them, not enough to be a torrent, but it's not just the occasional drop. But I can hear it reverberate, and it sounds like I'm in a tunnel.
It's been 19 minutes now. Tony does this with his eyes closed. He does it different to me. I have my eyes open. Is there anyone with Tony in spirit? Can you give me an answer, please? Can you hear me?
Oh!
Alexa, turn white. All right.
Yeah.
What was that?
You didn't touch my ankle, did you?
No, I'm over here, look.
Right. No,
You made me jump
I
like
didn't think you would. I didn't think you would have. No.
That, do you know, I'll tell you what happened there because I did ask a question.
That's what I was going to say. What I was going to say before that, I was just trying to listen in the white noise. I still had, I had the sense that I was in the tunnel, but I could hear shouting.
Yeah.
And it was getting worse. By what I mean by the shouting was getting worse. It wasn't getting louder, but it sounded like it, you know, like a man screaming, like he was in pain.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that.
Right.
But it was getting, I was hearing more of it and more of it the more I tried to hear it. And then I think I felt something grab my sodding ankle.
Right. It does, sometimes you do feel like you're being touched and that. We said that earlier, didn't we?
Yeah.
So how long do you think you was doing that for?
Well, I've just seen what you wrote in your book.
So you
Tell
know.
you, it's
But
like
how long did you think
19 minutes. It seemed much longer than that. It seemed much
felt
longer
longer.
than, yeah, it felt way longer than that.
So if you can see, look, the strobe lights are on in the VR set. You
Flipping
can
it.
get this app from your app store, search Appydroid development, and then pick up the Mindwave, which is the app for your phone, what goes in these VR sets. It's a free download by Appydroid. I'll turn it off in a minute.
Yeah.
God. Weird.
Right.
Tony felt it was in that longer, even though it was 19 minutes. I did 13 because I felt trapped. I had to get out. Claustrophobic. 8:57 we started at 8:59. You said, I can hear my own heartbeat slowing down.
Yes. Yes. It's weird with all the noise of the white noise. You can kind of hear what's going on. You can hear your own heart. It's the weirdest thing. It's the weird. It's real strong as well.
So you went, when you said that, a minute later at 9 o'clock, you said, hey, hello.
Yeah, because I was replying to someone shouting, hey, over there on the left somewhere.
Once you'd said that, I said, who is it? 1 minute past 9. I said, is anyone with Tony in spirit? 2 minutes past 9, a minute later, you said, I've just been shown the name Namibia, as if it's a country.
Yeah, I remember
you've
that.
spelled the N-I-M. These are Namibia in South Africa, which somebody told us about.
Namibia.
However, I'm questioning that name. Is that a planet?
Namibia.
Does that sound familiar to anybody as a planet somewhere? I don't know. I've heard that name before. Alexa, is Namibia a planet?
No. Namibia, officially the Republic of Namibia.
No, that's Namibia.
In southern Africa. Its western border is
No, that's the we don't want that.
Right.
Would somebody will have to Google?
And here's more related to that.
Alexa,
Home screen.
shut up.
Alexa, stop.
Anyway, 3 minutes past 9, a minute after that, you said first stage, just randomly.
Did I?
Yeah. And then a minute later, at 4 minutes past 9, you said, yes, definitely. So a minute later, at 5 past 9, I said, what is yes, definitely? No response. 2 minutes later, 7 minutes past 9, you said, I feel like my whole body is pulsing.
Yeah. I felt like my whole body was in tandem, just going boom, 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 boom. That was weird.
And after that, the same minute, you said, I heard a voice say, there is no destination.
Yes. Yeah, it was a male voice.
That's why I'm asking about these planets, because of what I experienced and what you're experiencing. Is it? I'm trying to find a link, maybe, I don't know, but
It was a male voice. It was an older guy's voice, and it was central. And it just said there is no destination.
2 minutes later, at 9 minutes past 9, your breathing slowed right down. Everybody thought you was asleep.
Oh, right, okay.
So that's when you know it's working, because it's meant to put you in that state, isn't it? In the same minute when you noticed your breathing had slowed right down, you said there's an icy blast of air over my feet.
Yeah, I remember that.
I couldn't see anything. There's no windows open in here.
No.
There's not doors closed.
And
as
it's
well.
quite warm, isn't it? So
yeah, there's a radiator just here under the desk.
Yeah, just right there.
A minute later, at 9:10, he said, I feel like something wants to touch, but they daren't come close and touch me.
Yeah, I don't know why I felt that. I don't know why I felt that. I felt like there was just something like inches away, just almost it kind of daring itself to kind of like touch.
Yeah. We'll get to the comments on the YouTube and TikTok after I've read this. We will read them out. Will just be a second. Nibiru appeared in Star Trek, but now people believe it exists as a planet.
That's what I was thinking. Nibiru, yeah, but it's not Nibiru, is it?
11 minutes past 9. A minute later, you stood at the side of a pond. It's really sunny. There's a little girl. She's crying and she's crayoning in a book.
Yes.
She saw me and she ran in. You said she was scribbling. You didn't say what she was drawing.
No, just scribbling away in like a colouring book.
But you couldn't hear me if I was to ask you anyway, because you've got the headset on.
No.
She's running. Oh, my face on the right. This was straight after that. You said that my face on the right, I've just been touched.
Yes, just there, just in that area.
Yeah. 12 minutes past 9. A minute later, no. He said, no, I can hear muffled music all around. I'm sat somewhere else. The music's quite loud. Now I know what the music is. It is One of Those Days by Foo Fighters.
One of These Days by Foo Fighters, yeah. I don't know the song that well.
I don't know it. I don't listen to them. 9:14, 2 minutes later, you said again, there's a cold draft on my feet. The sound has now changed from the music. I can now hear rattling machinery. But now I'm in a tunnel. There's water dripping into puddles. It's not just one drip every so often. It's quite a few drips filling puddles up.
Yeah,
that's what you described it as.
Yeah. But it's that tunnel sound. It was that tunnel sound I was hearing.
9:16, a minute later, I asked, can anyone hear me? And with that, you went, jumped because you thought somebody had grabbed your ankle.
Right ankle, yeah. Yeah. I thought you might have just inadvertently touched it with your foot or something like that, but...
No, I'm over this way.
Yeah. But, yeah.
So that all lasted 19 minutes. You did 6 minutes more than me, but I felt I had to get out. Let's just catch up on a few of these comments over. We'll do YouTube, then Tony can do TikTok.
Excuse me.
Somebody, Appydroid's mentioned the name of the planet in Star Trek.
Yeah, that's it. Nibiru, supposed to be the home of the Anunnaki.
Yeah. The Book of Enoch, Badger's saying. I haven't read that for a bit. Nimbus 2000, Wizard's Broom. Everybody's saying he was relaxed. I thought he was asleep. The energies are weird tonight, Callum's saying.
Yeah.
It's a different strobe tonight, Callum. There's a different pattern, what affects our brain differently. This was purposely designed by Appydroid Development, who is about somewhere on one of the chats. I think it's on YouTube still. So if you guys want this app, what we put in the headset, it's free to download in your Play Store if you go to the Mindwave, and it's by Appydroid Development. It's a free download you can put on your phone. Then you get one of these VR headsets, which start at like £10 on eBay, and you put your phone inside there and it flashes away.
Yeah.
So it's cheap to do this experiment, but please don't do it if you've got any kind of sensitivity to strobe lights.
Or if you're going, or if you've experienced anything like a grand mal seizure or something like that, we don't want to be responsible for that. So don't do it.
Actually built as this unit. Oh, the stickers come off now. I put a white sticker on to just filter that light.
Yeah, just to disperse the light a bit. It seems to work quite well.
So that's about the size of my mobile phone anyway. He built that so we could still stream on our phone. If you're interested in these, please contact him. He's on the live somewhere, Appydroid Development. If he's not, just search him on YouTube. I think it's called at Pugster on YouTube, but Appydroid Development.
But I don't think he's making any more of these.
Unless purposely asked for,
yes,
which there will be a charge.
Otherwise, it will be an app just to download on your phone, so you can slip it in a pair of VR goggles and get very much the same effect.
But these units themselves also have the sound built in. But if you download the app from Appydroid onto your phone, that has the sound in the app. So you're going to get the strobe and the sound, the different stages of white noise sound, brown noise, the ocean, the rain, everything. And it's free. It's a free download, so it's worth getting.
Yeah, it's worth getting and going through all the sounds and see what works for you. Let's go through some of the comments on the TikTok.
TikTok comments. Well, that was the
hello
micropod going off.
That might have just been me moving that. Caused some static on that strap. It's me. I seem to be super staticky tonight.
Super staticky. It's that shirt you've got on.
Super staticky. What a band they were.
Really interesting stuff, Callum. Yeah. Even's been a great experience and experiment. Yeah, it has, Badger. It's been good. And we hope when we meet you people eventually, even if it's one at a time, you guys can have a go at doing this and we'll film it. Because everybody's different. Everybody's mind works different.
Right, okay.
You're getting a good view of Tony's man boobs. Mason was singing a song about man boobs.
That's all beef, that baby.
That's all bought and paid for, that, isn't it?
It is. Deanne is asking, can you see Tony?
No.
Excuse me.
You can only see the red strobe which is flashing. Do you have your eyes closed?
I have my eyes closed.
I have my eyes open, so it's however you want to do it. The strobe. There you go. Is that your shirt? Because it's... Whoa. You're effing it. You're effing that.
Oh, what's going on there?
Because you're touching the tablet.
Yeah.
Which has obviously got some kind of charge on it. It's going down your arm and you're triggering that off. Stop now. You took all the charge out. It's every time you touch that, isn't it? There you go. We've debunked it.
That's weird.
We didn't know we was going to do that, but we've debunked that.
Why is touching that making a difference?
I love that. It's that sensitive. It can pick static up like that, where Tony's reaching right over it, and
I'm just touching the frame of my
2 feet away from it on
the
desk, maybe 1 foot roughly. I don't know.
Just touching the frame of my iPod.
Debunked, yeah. So it's Tony who's touching the tablet above here.
Yeah, look how far I am.
The charge is going down his body and his arm. And
yeah, but why should that make a difference?
Yeah, it's that shirt. That's what I said.
It's not. It's something to do with me just touching that.
Shall I try it? Because I've got.
Go on, you stand.
I'm wearing different material. Look.
And you try it. You stand there and you try it. Bit further back. That's it. Now wave that arm, but put that arm close to it. See if you can get there.
Yeah, it's doing it to me as well. It's going down my arm. Look.
I wonder what is it. What is it? I wonder what it is about. Let me just try something.
It's a charge.
Because that's the way we roll. Let me just unplug.
Take the power out. That's still loud though, isn't it? If I turn it off, so I just pull it out here.
Yeah, just pull it out.
No, it stopped.
Yeah, that's it. It stopped that effect.
So that is running down your arm. That's weird.
So why is that creating such a lot of?
You're gonna have to get your hands in that, Tony. Put your own plugs in. You don't want to get a belt off it, do you? Weird.
You know what that's got something to do with? That's got something to do with the Edison one finger rule.
We've debunked it. It's
So-
not ghosts.
It's the way a field is carried around the outside of a wire once it's charged.
Yeah, Appydroid saying it will send a current through you. That's what we just said. But that's that micropod, which is here. I've just touched it. They're super sensitive. We love that because it's detecting the static.
It's good. Right, okay. So Diana's asking, can Tony see anything?
Your body's acting as a conductor.
Babsy says, I will have a think. Or your body being full of water is probably attenuating a signal of some sort, like it does with RF. But anyway, Diana's saying, or can the spirits see him? He's going to end up asleep, says Raiders of the Lost Bark. Excuse me. Matt, can you see Diana's comments? Can he smell anything?
I wasn't looking at the screen, sorry.
Does Tony know what the girl drew? No, she was just like colouring in a book. But I definitely spooked her because she looked up and ran in. Diana says, oh my God. After I asked that question, Tony said no straight away. Does Tony know? Oh, that's right. So Diana asked, does Tony know what the girl drew?
Right.
And I said no straight away. And I didn't know what she drew.
Yeah, I didn't actually see that comment in time to ask when that was all happening, because obviously I was looking at the book.
Babsy says, Diana, I noticed that too. Can you see the TikTok comments? Is the girl lost in a tunnel? No, the girl wasn't lost in a tunnel. Kells said, what's the background, please?
If you go onto YouTube, watch the live back, it'll explain everything, because it'll take us an hour to explain it. We've just done the PSI method experiment. If you want to watch it, it is over on YouTube as we speak. Mike's just put the link to Discord up on YouTube.
Bex says your own heartbeat slowing down is probably why you're nice and calm. It's a relaxing vibe. I was very relaxed. It was good. Energy, static energy. Great job of you're going live for 90 minutes. Oh, that's a message from TikTok. You replied no straight away when I asked if you knew what the girl drew. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Kyra says, can someone explain the PSI method?
PSI, yeah. Basically, a red strobe.
It's autocorrect.
Flashing in your eyes. You got the white noise in your ears. That's it. It puts your brain into that kind of REM state. We're kind of testing ESP. We can test ESP with this as well.
It kind of puts you into a state of because you're bombarding your senses. Puts you into a state of sensory deprivation because you're getting so much bombardment. Your kind of brain shuts off those areas as if your brain says no. It's nothing to worry about.
Brain says no.
Yeah, computer says no. It's nothing to worry about. So it kind of diverts attention from those senses. And it's like the story of the blind man who loses his sight, who gets a better sense of smell and touch, and his spatial awareness becomes that much better because he loses a sense. This is pretty much the same thing.
I've done it. I've done it already. If you go onto YouTube, you can watch. I did it the first 13 minutes, then Tony did it.
Katie Bounce, how dare you, says, gutted I missed it, only got the end of the Estes method.
It is not the Estes method.
This is the PSI method.
We don't use a ghost box. We use a red strobe light, which is in the VR headset, flashing in our eyes. We use noise cancelling headphones with white noise playing. We do not use a ghost box. And the white noise comes from the headset. We've got
I think you could call this a sterile experiment because there's no... there is nothing external to suggest anything, any shapes or any voices, visually, audibly, stuff like that. It's it's a pretty sterile experiment. You're just in there on your own.
No, we're not getting the guitars out. In fact, I'm going in a minute. I'm up at work really early.
Oh no, you can use any method, not Ghostbox. I wouldn't say it's yours, but there you go.
Well, I think we can name it that because we took it. The Gansfeld method originally was 2 people. You had a sender and a receiver. We changed that experiment to 1 person, which is both kind of the sender and receiver, if you know what I mean. And we was the only people to do that.
The open channel.
Yeah, if you like.
Yeah.
So we named it the PSI method because that is what it is.
That's very nice, Diana. Thanks very much. Very much.
Very similar to Amy's crit.
Charika Paprika.
Develop expect this device can generate pictures from AI from the static energy. Yeah, it's an app. It's an app what's generating. I've seen these. I've seen other people using them, and you know, we don't use apps in that respect. You can't use that as evidence. When we use this, we write it down and we'll go away and research it, the history, and we let you guys research it while you're watching it live as well, to see if it rings any bells with anybody.
Hi, Sophie. That's Paranormal Scientific Investigators.
So yeah, we hope you've enjoyed it. Please, if you go to the Play Store, this was the Mindwave strobe we used. You can download that onto your phone and play it through a VR set. We don't use our phone. We've got a built device into this, but that's made it affordable because it's free for you guys.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, so we hope you enjoyed it.
I like this experiment.
Watch this back again when we go offline from YouTube. What's Appydroid saying?
Yep, it's the Seer app with Gansfeld experiment. The app plays no noise. You still need a ghost box. The Mindwave is different. It's based on binaural visuals and audio. There you go.
Yeah, this is not the Estes method. We never use the Estes method. We've debunked the Estes method, in fact. I'm
pleased we've changed up, Callum. Job done. Job done.
Go back and see what you've missed, Lisa, but thanks for coming anyway.
Yeah,
we do appreciate it. Please, everybody, get over to the Discord. The link's on YouTube somewhere.
See you later, Callum.
TikTok, along the top, there's a video somewhere at the top what mentions our Discord channel.
Thank you, Babsy.
Just search it, you'll find it.
Yeah, excellent. Well, we'll be here during the week. Mark will be doing his paranormal chat.
Para chat on Wednesday on YouTube. A little bit of
para chat on YouTube on Wednesday.
I've got a list, actually, what I believe Stella gave me. She wants to talk about poltergeist, time slips.
All sorts.
And I can't remember the other one. There was 3 things, in fact. So we'll talk about them.
I can't remember what the 3rd one was. I can't remember.
No. Yeah, thank you to all the mods for joining us, and thank you to you guys for joining us on both social media platforms at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. And so you'll see us during the week. I'll be here on Thursday doing a few more 3-card tarot reads, I think. And of course, coming on to next Sunday, it'll be Easter, and you'll see Tracy.
Chocolate
TLC.
Day.
Chocolate Day. Friday is Chocolate Day. And you'll see Tracy doing this experiment. That's TLC, who's in the live on TikTok.
Ray's saying, very interesting. Maybe have a chat in the near future. Got some info you may be interested. Yeah, we'll have a chat at some point, Ray. Get yourself on a live, in fact.
Oh, Sophie Lee's just asked the question, do you believe in ghosts?
I'm very sceptical.
Yeah, it depends what you mean by ghosts.
We look for that evidence. We're not trying to prove ghosts exist. We're just here to document it.
Yeah, we're just here to document. We're not here to prove ghosts exist or don't exist. We're just here to document paranormal evidence, and that's something like our mission statement goes something like that, doesn't it? I can't remember exactly.
I've had people say to me on lives before, "No, I still don't believe in ghosts. I'm not trying to make you believe."
You don't have to.
I don't. In fact, I'm real skeptical. Yeah. I've seen things and witnessed things, but I can't explain. But...
That's right. But we wouldn't ever turn around and say, "Oh yeah, that's paranormal." We always look for a reason. When just before my mum started getting seriously ill, she came out with this. She came out with this account that she got me and she sat me down and she told me, she said, we had a visitor this morning. So I said, what do you mean? I'd gone round on the night, had a cup of tea with mum and dad. And she said, oh, we had a little visitor this morning. I said, what do you mean? She said, round about 7:30, she said, I woke up because mum and dad slept in separate beds. You know, once they got old, because, you know, they're both farting and snoring, and dad preferred to sleep in a separate bed and this and that way they both got some sleep. and mum said, yeah, I woke up and I looked at the bedroom door. She was still laid down. She said, I looked at the bedroom door and she said, I saw these little fingers curl around the door, the edge of the door.
Creepy.
And then she saw this little face appear just over the hand. She said it was looking straight at her. And then the first thing she thought, she looked at her clock and thought, well, it's 7:30. She said, oh, bro's bringing the kids round at this time in the morning. And I think it was on a Sunday. She said that was the weirdest thing.
Yeah. Somebody just said, what am I sat on? Is that like a...
It's a campaign stool. It's a military campaign stool. And yeah. So anyway, she said, anyway, this little girl came fully into the bedroom. She just stood with her hands down her side, looking up at mum. And she was doing something with her tongue. She was going out around the mouth. She said, as if she was thinking about doing something really cheeky.
Yeah.
And mum said, oh, hello, who are you? And then she kind of like, she heard dad come up the stairs because he'd just made a cup of tea to bring her in the morning. Then when she looked back, this little girl had gone. Now, that was just before mum started getting really ill and she died because she got glioblastoma in her head, in her brain, and which was inoperable. And so that we always say to people, and we have done for years, especially the people who come on the lives and say, oh, I can smell lavender, or I'm getting the smell of roses, or I can smell burnt toast. We will always say, first thing you need to do is go and get checked. Just get a once over from your doctor, please, because that's kind of how it can start. And I saw it firsthand with mum.
Not everything's paranormal, but
no, absolutely
that could
not.
have been linking parts in your mum's brain together. What's enabling her to see things?
Yeah, it was. But the funny thing, mum was analysing it as she was singing it.
Yeah.
And she was thinking, well, and then she thought, well, whose kid is this? And then she thought, she doesn't look like anyone in our family. And she was thinking all these things while she was looking at this little girl, just trying to work out who she was.
Yeah.
Because she was obviously in the house. She'd made it upstairs. She was stood looking at mum, who was still in bed. And it was 7:30 on a Sunday morning. And mum just couldn't work it out. So was it a ghost? Wasn't it a ghost? I don't know. But all I'm saying is mum got really ill, really shortly after that. You know, so we say to anybody, look, just go and get, if you're seeing things or smelling things, just go get yourself checked out. Go get checked. Yeah.
So I'm going to cut the live now on YouTube because I've got to go. So thanks to everybody for watching, especially the mods and everybody else that's joined us. Watch it back again to see the full experiment. See you soon.
See you soon. Good night.